Okay, 12:01. Let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and mute everyone. And all right, I think see some new faces here. So just quick reminders to what we do here. We spend about literally no more than 14 minutes now for today's session. But Monday through Friday is about 15 minutes where we just Monday. So we'll sort of focus on a variation here of using mindfulness. Um, And today I want to focus on this experience that I know we all have, which is when we do things that where we feel disappointed in ourselves, or when we notice ourselves behaving in ways that feel a bit petty or insincere. Dishonesty is a kind of continuum, all the way from the outright, denial, or even lying, to sort of more the white lie. Oh, I didn't think I should bring that up or mention that because I thought it might be uncomfortable for you or something like that. Um, the need to be right, when we get into those situations where we're engaging in a difficult conversation and there's that instinctive sense that comes up where it's like I need to defend myself or protect myself, and I'm not really listening anymore. I'm really just trying to make my point and be right and prove the other person wrong. And then accompanying that is that discomfort of embarrassment, or maybe even sitting there afterwards saying, gosh, I was just kind of mean or callous to this person. So I think these are all very, very innocent human experiences that we all bump into. And I know in my case that when I fall into this trap, I usually know that it's going on. So that's a difficult pill to swallow. Like I have this instinctive sense. I mean, sometimes it's really completely unconscious, and I catch myself afterwards saying, "Geez, Ollie, what was all that about?" But most of the time, I have this feeling in the moment, like I can feel this flushness or this tightness in my chest, and this need to protect or prove someone wrong. And the antidote, or the what I've found, is that when we experience this, the way to counteract it is mindfulness. And mindfulness specifically allows us to basically in that moment begin again. So I think what we're doing here, the better we get at this, is we shorten the length of time between these events that feel kind of yucky and just not good for us, to our ability to drop back into a space of compassion, and for the other person or for ourselves, or uh, our ability to make amends, right? So if we can do that in the moment because we're catching ourselves behaving in this way, we can just spare ourselves and other people an incredible amount of heartache and just discomfort. And so, again, the question is, how do you do that? Well, you obviously can't manage what you can't measure. So if you don't know this is happening, then it's really hard to counteract it in the moment. And so the answer here is, again, our old friend mindfulness. So this capacity to pay attention in the moment, um, and to do so intentionally. So when I'm engaging in this difficult conversation or whatever might be this tense experience, to actually have this mindfulness filter running in the background, so that I can know what's happening in the background, actually be in touch with my body, be in touch with my thoughts and my attitude. If I can do that in the present moment, then it actually gives me a chance to course correct and move myself in a direction of my choosing. So again, what is mindfulness? We're paying attention on purpose to whatever's happening internally as well as externally, and we're doing so in the present moment. So in this case, in a difficult interaction with someone. And then the without judgment part is challenging, but another way of thinking without judgment is just to be real. with what's actually happening within ourselves, and to not delude ourselves. So let's go ahead and try that out for a few minutes. So go ahead and close your eyes. Let's take a minute or so just to drop into the here and now, so into the present moment. So maybe focusing on your posture. If you're sitting in a chair, just imagine yourself being upright yet relaxed at the same time. You're not slouching, sort of taking a mindful stance within your body, but also not being so white knuckled and uptight that we're like trying to force something. So it's finding this balance between alert and relaxed, feet on the ground, just noticing your body's contact with the ground. And then the sensation of breath coming and going. And so in this moment, becoming mindful of breath means not trying to manipulate it or turn it into something, but really just taking a step back and simply noticing, how is breath right now? How am I experiencing breath in the body as it enters and leaves my body? No judgment, no right or wrong, or it should be this way or that way, or I'm breathing properly. It's just, this is what is right now. And now bring to mind a difficult interaction that you've had with another person. Could be a friend, family member, work colleague, doesn't matter. It's something where that felt uncomfortable because in part of your behavior. Maybe you weren't listening, you weren't being patient, you were behaving in a manner that in hindsight you wish would have you could have done something differently. And really dropping into this memory of what did it feel like in that moment to be engaging with this other person. Was there a need to protect yourself, the need to be right, to prove them wrong, impatience, frustration? Just notice what was going on for you in that moment. As you go back in this memory, see if you can be a fly on the wall, watching yourself interacting with this person, but you're watching from a distance. Now, with the benefit of hindsight, there's some maybe a little more objectivity about your behavior and their behavior, and getting real about your contribution to this dysfunctional interaction. Dropping the pettiness or the pretense, and just being really honest and real about noticing your attitude or your mindset, whatever it is that's getting in the way of contributing to a heartfelt, open minded, open handed, authentic connection. And now imagining that you have the ability for a do over of this experience. And now, with the benefit of this space and objectivity, imagine yourself in that moment, dropping all of that, really connecting mindfully with the price you're paying, the price this other person is paying for this hard interaction, and then just setting the intention to make it more authentic and more genuine. And just notice how sensations in your body shift, thoughts in your mind shift, a greater sense of equanimity. There's nothing to prove here, no need to be right. Just breathing calmly, witnessing yourself, witnessing this other person. And noticing the strength and the calm and the courage that it takes to bring a sense of kindness and compassion to both parties here, wanting to do the whatever the right thing is for you, finding the strength to do that in this moment. If this feels good and it makes sense to you, maybe right now setting the intention moving forward the rest of your day, or again, it's just setting an intention, so not an expectation, but the intention to bring this energy forward into other difficult interactions. And then take a deep breath in, exhale all the way, and hold the exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more deep inhale, long exhale, relaxing your body and holding the exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then open your eyes. Come on back to the room, and it's 12:15. So hope that was helpful, and hope that's an inspiration for how to move forward through difficult situations mindfully. Take care, everyone. See you tomorrow.